with no canvas. Subscribe right now. Heading out for the first time to California. Spring break. Airline tickets were only $200. Rob's brother lived in California. We could stay for free. Hey, not a bad spring break.
Oh, Rob, how you feeling right now?
It was fun going with Rob.
Pretty soon. I'm kind of feeling not much nervous.
I'm not sure that Rob has flown before. He was a little bit uneasy. I flew a lot.
Passenger seatbelts or you will die.
I was trying to comfort him a little bit.
Ask my stomach.
So, we're going to California. Now, there's a lot of significance in this video. If you're following the characters in other videos,
Blow your charger away.
this will help you to understand them more. Kind of like a long novel. You find something you like, you got to read the other chapters too. You got to figure out what the other chapters say about the characters and their life. Now, I'm not on video very often, so I'll tell you a little bit about my life and how I related to this.
I'll probably get up in the air.
We got the flight stuff wrong. Rob and I went out ahead to San Diego to be met with his brother.
I still can't figure out how the heck you take a plane. It's all this metal and stuff.
Accidentally, Ted and Mike booked for LA airport. So we had to go up there and pick them up. But it's a really good thing it happened because we had a great time, and that's where all the action's happening anyway. Otherwise, we just would have been sitting around San Diego eating burritos and stuff. So the next video will be on our experiences in Hollywood and LA. But on this one of the things that needs to be realized about one of my chapters of my story in my life is that I had an upbringing where I was the first child. I had a life where my parents were very much into their own thing. They weren't really like really big hands-on parents. Except for we did things. You know, there was nothing bad about that. It's just that they weren't really hands-on parents. I was left to my own devices.
Yeah, it's Texas farmland down there.
Well, my dad was at work, and my creativity developing. I used a lot of devices in order to be creative and make myself entertained.
Although we are in an airport, so I guess
In a basement, in a house. I didn't have a lot of toys. I didn't have a lot of friends. I did have a backyard. One of the most exciting things to me was the television. When I could get the chance, I would watch Batman, and I would watch Superman, and I would watch The Lone Ranger. I was very excited by Batman because with The Lone Ranger, you gotta have a horse. I had my Marvel, the Mustang, but that was, very limited. And Superman, you have to fly. I could stand up on top of the swing set and pretend I was flying, but probably didn't jump off too far. I'd break my leg. But Batman, he was colorful. He had exciting people that he was working with. And he was needed. He got called in every day to take care of things. I played in a little closet in the basement.
That's all right. Oh, he said no problem. Oh, that's right, yeah. No problem.
You know, Batman had a bat cave. Batman lived a solitary life. I identified with it. There was a flamboyant lifestyle out there somewhere to be had, and I could pretend it when I was a child. And later on, I would come to grow more attached to these fantasies that I had as a child. At the time, I was so young, just a few years old. I thought it was real. But as I went and grew and found, what life was all about, I continued to see these worlds created on the television, and then later in life on the movie screen. Because my parents weren't really connected, didn't really understand me,
2 years. 2 years? How you doing?
I
Yeah, I guess
felt comfortable with these things. I started to think the world I want to immerse myself in is far away, out of my reach. I tried to go to college out in California, but I couldn't do that. I didn't have good guidance counselors. I quit all my major classes, especially math, way before I ever got to the SATs, and so I was doing all my art classes for the whole last year, and I'd forgot all my formulas. I couldn't have gotten in if I wanted to, because I'd forgotten. Even though I graduated as one of the top in my class, there's no way I could have gotten out to California to go to school. We didn't have the money anyway. So I went to art school, which was a natural fit for me and my creativity. Well, this was one of the first chances that I got to break away right here. I'm looking at California for the first time. I say, that's not what it looks like on the television screen. But hey, I'm here. Let's go explore further. I've got a place to stay here on the couch and on the floor. Hey, let's just be glad we're here for $200 and all the 50-cent burritos and tacos we can eat for a week. And let's go have some fun. We were going to spend a little bit of money, but back then it wasn't that bad. Universal Studios is coming up. We all met together in LA, and we spent some money there. But it was really cheap back at the time. Probably $60. I don't know. And then we went around and did a lot of free things, looking at the stars' homes, different things like that. So here we are.
One thing where we can all be
The
part of
fun
it,
is
right?
about to begin. Now you know a little bit more about my story.
Yeah, the first video.
The fun, the color, the life, the dynamic lifestyle that I saw in Batman in living color is going to be discovered for the first
And
time.
we've just been farting on the whole trip up here.
And my friends are there with me to enjoy the experience. It was one of the best times of my life.
With no canvas. Subscribe right now.